Hey there, have you ever, I don't know, stared at a restaurant menu for like 10 minutes and you just can't decide what to order? Or maybe you've spent weeks, even months, just agonizing over a huge life choice? Well, today we're going to tackle that super frustrating feeling of being stuck. We're talking about decision paralysis. You know that feeling, right? You're facing a choice. It could be big, it could be small, and it's like your brain just slams on the brakes. You can't move forward, you can't really go back, you're just frozen.
Well, believe it or not, that feeling actually has a name: decision paralysis. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's when the worry about making the wrong choice gets so big, so intense, that you end up making no choice at all. And it's a really common barrier that can hold us back everywhere, from our personal lives to our careers.
So, why do we freeze up like this? I mean, what's going on? To really solve this problem, we first have to understand it. So, let's dig in. Okay, so what is happening inside our minds when we just lock up? Let's break down the core reasons one by one.
It turns out there are usually three main psychological triggers that lead us into this state of, total indecision. Let's get into what they are.
First up, and this is a huge one, is the fear of failure. When the stakes feel really high, the thought of making the wrong move can be, well, it can be terrifying. So much so that doing nothing at all starts to feel like the safest and sometimes the only option. Next, we've got a really modern problem: information overload. I mean, think about buying something simple like a new phone. You could spend hours, days even, scrolling through reviews, watching comparison videos, and at the end of it all, you just end up more confused than when you started. All that data, instead of empowering us, it just becomes overwhelming. It's paralyzing. And the third major reason we get stuck, a feeling of inexperience. When you feel like you just don't have the background knowledge or the right judgment to make a good call, it's totally natural to just pause. It's kind of like trying to find your way through a maze without a map. You're just going to stand there, right? All right, so we've looked at the problem from a few angles. Now, for the good part, let's talk about solutions. Because for each of these triggers, there's a really clear, actionable strategy that can help you break free. To fight that fear, the fix is to embrace what's called a growth mindset. This is powerful stuff. It's all about reframing the situation. A decision isn't some final test of how smart you are. No, it's just an opportunity to learn something new, to grow, no matter what the outcome is. So, what do we do about all that information overload? Simple. We filter the noise. You have to focus on the main goal. Ask yourself, what am I really trying to achieve with this decision? And once you know that, be disciplined. Limit your research to only the stuff that's absolutely essential to that goal. And for that feeling of inexperience, the solution is to start small. You have to build up your decision-making muscle, right? So make some low-stakes choices, quickly. See what happens. Then you can use those small wins, those little boosts, to build the confidence you need for the bigger decisions down the road. Okay, let's bring this all home with the most important takeaway of all. This is the key mindset shift that will honestly help you become a more decisive person. And here it is. Just let this sink in for a second. More often than not, the absolute worst decision you can make is no decision at all. See, inaction, that is a choice, and it's the one that frequently comes with the highest cost. So, I'm going to leave you with this question. Forget about the huge, life-changing choices for just a minute. What's one small, tiny decision you can make today, right now, to just start building that forward momentum? Thanks for tuning in.